Hey guys, how are you? Azhar Hussain here again. Today's video is all about sales analytics. This dashboard has been developed for a pharma company. An in-depth analysis on the sales data due to privacy reasons. The data has been changed. So let's move on and see how we can analyze this pharma data, its sales data. Uh, this is the main dashboard. The main page of the dashboard contains a lot of insights. It's basically presenting you the top five stores by daily sales. You can see on the ticker. So it is basically comparing it with the previous period. You've got highest and lowest performing stores within that period. This is basically providing you the year to date sales insights. So you can see that the top performing store having year to date sales, year to date gross profit, the total number of transactions, margin per square feet, sales per square feet. Similarly, you've got a lowest performing store, sales, gross profit, transaction, and all that. Also, it gives you insight like for instance the top five items by gross profit. Once you click on that, you would be able to see the year to date sales and gross profit and region wise year to date gross profit. So instantly you've got a lot of access to a lot of data, insights, and all that. At the bottom, you're getting daily sales comparison with the last year, with the previous period, its growth, year to date sales, month to date, previous period, and all that. So, similarly, you've got gross profit and all that. You've got a navigation pane here. So, once you click on that, you would be able to go to that particular page whereby you have sales summary, store performance by region, by city, top five analytics, basically providing you the top 10 stores by sales and profit. You've got forecast for 3 months. Basically, it's providing you data, so you've got an option. You can predict 3 month sales and the profit using that. You've got slicers at the top. You can slice and dice information, like you can instantly click on any stores, so all the information is going to change accordingly. So if I click on the region 1, it tells you that you've got 32 stores that, and within these 32 stores you have the top and lowest performing store, the items by sales, by gross profit. So that's how you can quickly find out insights just clicking on these slices. So let's move on and see what is there in the sales summary. Once you click on that, you got year to date sales by manufacturer, comparing it with the last year. You've got by category. So you got information. You got sales, healthcare, within the medicines, and the consumer. Then you have these categories, the subcategories available, and you've got sales last year, and you can instantly find out where you have a growth and where you have a negative growth. So red is marking negative. So here you've got year to date sales versus last year and gross margin by category. So what you can do is you can expand it, and you can drill down to a particular data point. Like for instance, I would like to go and find out what is happening in the baby care. Just click on that. You can see the current year versus last year sales. So that's how you can navigate and find out what's happening within that. So let's go to the store performance. You got data, item wise data versus last year, the unit sold, the growth. You can see the sales per unit. So I can instantly check out, for instance, if this is the item, I can see this item being sold within all these stores. And once you place a cursor, You can find out the sales per square feet, margin per square feet, items per transactions. So that's how you can instantly get to the right figures. So here you can see that in store 24 you've got a negative growth versus last year. So you can instantly check out all these things. You're getting your daily sales for that particular item, gross profit, just like that. So let's move on and see how the forecast is working. So basically it gives you insight, basically presenting you the 3 month sales, and there is an exception of 1 month so that you can compare the original sales with the forecast. So let's check it out. You can see in August sales versus the forecast, how close is that? And here we are ending up the sales, and from there you can see the forecast is starting, so you can find out so how the things are working. So similarly you've got a profit forecast for the upcoming 3 months. So accordingly what you can do, you can plan all these things. It's also give you a cumulative sales for the 3 years. Like you can see here, so the cumulative sales for current versus last year versus another year. So instantly you can compare the information for all the 3 years. I can instantly find out for store 12. So you can see that the current sale is very down, and you've got last year and last 2 years sales are pretty much good. So that's how you can compare all this information. This is a tabular version of that. You can instantly see the figures and its comparisons and all that, and you've got slices. You can see any year of information that is basically arranged by fiscal year. Let's go go back, and then we have by region analytics, by city you can manipulate that information. Then we have top 10 analytics, uh, top 10 stores, top 10 sales by category and all that. So once you click on that, you can find out the top 5 items by sales for that particular category. Similarly, you have a sales per square feet by store, and then you have information items by gross profit for that particular category. So you can analyze any information. You can go by region, you can go by city, find out that. In the item analytics, this is give you a matrix, a lot of information item wise, category wise, and that is arranged by fiscal year. So you can select any year and check out the information. The important thing is that within the item, within that we've got item analytics, basically giving you insights how many items that have never been sold within these time period. So you can find out that. So accordingly you can decide what you're gonna do with these items, whether you need to discard that or what would be the sales strategy in order to promote that. So these are the items that has been arranged by margin, like having greater than 30%, greater than 50%. So you've got information. It's also giving you an insight about when that particular item was last sold. So you can plan it accordingly, that what's going to be your strategy for its sale. So let's go back, and the most important thing which I would like to show you at this point in time is the BYOQ. That is, I termed it as BYOQ, bring your own query. That is basically based on the Q&A feature within the Power BI. So what you can do is you can write your own query, and the system is going to return you the results of your query. For instance, what I've done is I've tried to find out the sales of a paracetamol generic by store name. So you can see that it's giving you that particular information. So let's try out any other query. Let me give you a brief overview. Let's remove that. So it's gonna give you suggestions, like once you click on that you can find that particular information. So if I click top main categories by items having high profitability by 50%, so it's arranging a query for you. Here you go, you got the information. So this is the basically those categories having a margin greater than 50%. It's great. So that's how you can bring your own query and find out the results. Let me write down like show me the sales last year by MOP. So it's giving you that particular information. It's due to the font issue you won't be able to see that. So by MOP as table, here you go, now you can see that. So that's how you can type anything. It basically correlates with your created measures. You can use that, and you can type anything. It will give you all the results. Let's go back. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed sales analytics for the pharma, having more than 40 million rows. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.